Welcome, everyone, to episode 3 of the Flipside podcast. I am Charles.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are.
Cool. Nate's just not going to introduce himself.
You just did, thank you.
There we go. And, of course, I'm joined, as always, by Nathan. Oh, my gosh. This is the best opening ever.
Anyway, hello.
Anyway. How you been, buddy?
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. We keep trying to do this weekly, and something always comes up.
For you.
For me. Sorry, I'm busy.
We plan on doing it every week, and you're just like, oh, no, I can't.
Sorry,
Let's do it tomorrow. Can't do it tomorrow. We plan to do it every Friday.
Well, now I think, at least for right now, it'll work. I think we might start getting weekly. I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
We can always hope and try.
Probably not.
Probably not. So I had this crazy thing happen yesterday. For the longest time now, everyone in my family has had dash cams because my dad 3 or 4 years ago got real into watching those videos of people from Russia with dash cams and all the crazy accidents and everything. So he's like, okay, everyone in the family's getting dash cams, mainly for like insurance purposes in case there's ever an accident. You can say, look, it wasn't my fault. But I finally had the first instance where my dash cam actually caught something crazy. I was driving to rehearsal yesterday, and it caught like a full-on accident happened right in front of me. This one car, it was like I don't know. There was like 3 lanes on each direction of this road, and this car came flying from the far left across traffic and tried to get into the lanes that I was in, and just rear-ended this other car, and like this other car like was fishtailing all over the road, blew out all of its tires. It was crazy, and it was one of those things where I'm like, I actually just caught something on my dash cam. Almost was in an accident, but dash cam was incredible. So I came home and stuck it on my computer and showed my brother, and he's like, oh, that's so cool.
Why didn't you send me this video?
You want me to send it to you right now?
Right now.
How can I send it to you? What? How can I do it over? I don't even know how I would send it to you.
Send it on that other website that we used before.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll send it. And it's like, yeah, it was nuts. It was one of those things I just couldn't believe actually happened.
Yeah, I've had one in my car for like 2 years now. And I don't know, I haven't caught anything good. Just like panhandlers walking out in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Almost getting hit by cars or some stupid thing like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's so many stupid drivers out there. And people who just will do stuff like that. Will just walk in the road or do something dumb. And
that's like, originally why I got mine, though. Because I was sitting at a light, and the light turned green, and this woman started walking out in front of me. And, like, she stopped right in front of my car, and she looked at me and, like, started yelling at me. And I'm like, excuse me. Like you could just not walk out on a red light, or, like, a no walk for you. And, yeah, she's, like, standing there, like, yelling at me. And I'm like, what the hell?
Can you not?
Yeah, so I don't know if, like, she was trying to screw around and get hit or what. But ever since then, I'm like, nope, I'm getting one right now. Yeah, I'm putting it in my car because if I ever have some cracked out woman again walk out in front of my car and get hit, it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's been the big thing with us having it is it's like, because there's so many instances where you might get rear-ended, or someone will just like pull out from, like today driving back home, I almost had someone pull out in front of me and like absolutely kill me, and I'm like, people are just such bad drivers. It's so frustrating.
I think I have a video on my phone. It was from a while ago. But a guy was just letting his dog wander around in a parking lot. Like, off his leash and everything.
There's a guy in my neighborhood. This guy drives me so freaking insane. He's this older guy. He's probably like 50. He walks his dogs, but he just lets them roam free. Like he has these 2 older dogs who are real slow. And they just walk all over the road and the sidewalks, and he stands there with both leashes in his hand, but they're not attached to the dogs, and the dogs will just walk all over the road as you're driving, and I've almost hit these stupid things a couple of times, and he'll just stand there and he'll like smile and wave at you as his dogs are just standing in the road looking at your car because they're old and dumb, and I'm just like, put your dogs on the leash and keep them out of the road. It's just, there are a
Okay,
bunch of people. Yeah.
I just sent you 2 videos through messages. So whenever they send, you can check them out. One is of the guy just letting his dog wander through the parking lot
Mm-hmm.
and almost like getting run over. And then the other one's in the wintertime when I almost got in an accident.
You almost hit that lady.
It wasn't a lady. It was a guy who made it. Oh, I don't want no volume right now.
Yeah, better not. Ruining the podcast.
No, this guy like makes a left-hand turn and I think he almost slides right off the road. So he stops right in front of me and like in the middle of winter.
Oh, that's smart.
As as I'm like turning right behind him and he almost slides off the road and I just
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
someone did that
just
to me
missed him.
yesterday. I was driving down to rehearsal, and it was raining on and off. Not like super heavy, but kind of raining on and off. I'm in the right lane because I have to exit soon, and the car in front of me moves over to the moves one lane over, and all of a sudden I see a car in front of me. I'm doing like 70 on I-85. There's a car in front of me, flashers on, doing about 40. I almost rear-ended this car. And at this point, it's not raining. It's now sunny again. The roads are fine. He's still doing 40 with his flashers on in the far right lane. And I was like, what the heck? So I like slam on my brakes, and then the car behind me almost rear-ends me. The car behind him almost rear-ends. And it was like, what are you doing?
To be fair, he was in the right lane and he had his 4 ways on and
Yeah, but that's still stupid. Like,
well, yeah,
you need
but
to
what
be
if something
going-
was wrong with his car though? And he
Nothing
couldn't
was
get
wrong
up to
with his
speed.
car.
You don't know that.
She was just being an idiot driving slow in the. Ugh. People
You
can't
don't know
drive in
that.
bad weather. I don't, but I do.
No, you don't.
I'm fairly positive. Oh gosh, I don't. He might anyway.
Yeah.
He might have been.
Okay,
fine.
both
He
those
might not
videos
have been.
sent to you, by the way.
Okay, I'll check them out.
Stupid. Frustrates me.
Mm-hmm.
Because the guy's just standing there and he lets his dog run in front of my car.
Yeah, and then of course, if you hit the dog, it's your fault, and you're the
Yeah.
terrible person, and it's like, yeah, I don't understand people who they just can't think or something. Like last night, I was driving, so I'm staying with some people who live down closer to the theater where I'm doing this show because the theater's like a little over an hour away from my house without traffic. And they live kind of out in the woods, and I was driving down, it's like one lane road, long stretch of one lane road, and I come up to an intersection, and there was just a semi stopped in this little intersection, and a car flipped over in front of the semi. So I think the semi hit this car, or this car flipped or did whatever. The whole intersection was blocked, and I'm just like, what the heck? I have no idea what happened, and I was just like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I had someone. I think when I went to go pick my parents from the airport, on the 401, there was a car stopped in the fast lane.
Oh my
Like,
God.
straight up just stopped. And then, like, obviously, they're in the fast lane, but further on up the road, another car comes that I kind of remembered seeing right around that time, and his front end was all smashed up. So I don't know if, like, he smashed into that car,
Yeah.
and it, he ended up hitting him, and he just kind of continued on or what, but, yeah, people are stupid.
Yeah, I was on, I forget when this was. This was 2 or 3 years ago. I was coming home from I-75, or no, I was on I-75 coming home from my friend's house, and there was a car, and it was like midnight or something, and there was a car stopped in, not the far left lane, but the one just over one to the right of that, so it's pretty much the fast lane. There was a car just stopped in it. And I could see it from a ways off, and I was like, that seems like a dangerous situation. So I moved further over to the right to just get as far away from that car as I could. And about the time I got level with it, like a 15-passenger van just rear-ended this car at full speed as it was stopped in the highway. And I'm just like, yep, good call moving over and not being anywhere near that.
Yeah, I don't know about driving.
It's scary sometimes.
Too many stupid people, but whatever.
I mean, you got to, yeah. It's like, and I prefer driving. Cat, if you don't shut up. Oh
Well,
my gosh.
just mean to animals here.
Well, both my sister has two cats, and both of them are in heat. They'll like alternate which one is in heat because she doesn't have the money to get them fixed. So they'll just alternate which one is in heat. So one of these cats is always crying all the time. It's so frustrating. Like I
Oh
love
boy.
them. I love them when they're not going crazy, but they're going crazy way too often.
I just downloaded that video. It's converting right now because I don't have a PC. You know,
Yeah,
it's converting from AVI.
because you're weird.
No,
So
God.
I've been listening to a bunch of the Rooster Teeth podcasts because I have these all these long drives to and from rehearsal, and they talk about traveling a lot, and it made me remember one of the most of the times that I've come to Canada, I get stopped at the border and get asked all these questions and have my car searched. And the very first time that happened, it was the second time I came up, and I got to the border, and the border patrol officer at the little gate or whatever, like looks at me and looks at my passport, asks me all the questions, and is sitting there just staring at their computer for a long time. And then they go, "Okay, you need to pull over to secondary searching. It's right over there." And I'm like, "Oh crap." Okay, so I pull over and I get out, and like three agents walk over, and I think each agent all ask me the same questions. They just like at different times will come up and ask me the same questions over and over again. And I told them everything. I'm like, "I'm just going to Canada. I'm visiting my friend. We play video games. That's about all we do." And this is the trip that I brought like my computer and my
Yeah.
Xbox. All this electrical stuff is like in the trunk of my car, and they pop the trunk, and there's just all this equipment back there, and they're like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "I'm going to my friend's house to play Xbox." Like, I'm from Atlanta, and I'm just going to Canada to play video games. And they all had this skeptical look on their face, and they're all so confused. And then I go inside, and I'm waiting to get talk to yet another agent who finally finished getting processed. And it's like this older guy. He looks like he's about 60. And I walk up to him, and he's like, "Yeah, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm going to visit my friend in Canada." And he goes, "Oh, how did you guys meet?" And I was like, "Oh, we met online." And he goes, "Oh, playing video games?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Nice." And he just like stamps my passport and lets me through. And I'm like, why does it's the old guy that gets it?
Yeah.
And everyone else is like super skeptical. Like I don't know, coming into Canada to smuggle something. And, ugh.
Smuggle electronics or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Smuggling 5-year-old monitors into Canada. One of them. What am I going to do?
Yeah. Well, it was just like the time when we got stopped when I was taking you to the airport.
Yeah.
That was frustrating as all hell.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Like,
'Cause-
you had to catch your flight at what, like, I think it was like a 10 a.m. flight or something like that, 9:45.
Yeah.
And
was
then
early.
we got to the border at like 8 o'clock or something. I don't know, whatever time it was, but
Mm-hmm.
it was like an hour drive from the border. And your flight was in like, what, an hour and 20 minutes or something like that?
Yeah.
And
Like,
we were
I
at the
barely
border
got to
for
the
like
airport on
45
time.
minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating.
Stupid. Just it sucks because like you know nothing is up.
Uh-huh.
Like yeah,
Like,
sure
I'm not-
they're doing their job, but
Mhm.
it's just when you know and then it's like
Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
I know I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
And I know you're doing your job, and I'm not mad at you, but at the same time, it's like, this is so annoying.
It's like, let me just tell you now, just there's nothing there. You're not
Mhm,
going to
yeah.
find anything. Let me make your job a little easier for right now. Just let me go.
Mhm, yeah. It's like, of course, that's what everyone would say,
Yeah.
but I mean it. I'm telling the truth.
I know.
Don't I
Yeah.
look like an honest person? Oh.
Oh, I'm just watching this video right now. What the hell were these people doing?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this person, I could see it coming. They came flying across the road so fast, trying to just, like, zip in between the traffic because they couldn't wait 2 minutes for traffic
Not
to
even
clear.
2 minutes. Like
I know.
5 seconds for that car to pass. Because
And
they had
hit a-
so much room between the bus and that car.
Yeah. There was a bus stopped in the other lane, so they had time, and it was just... Because I slowed down because I thought they were going to come flying into my lane and hit me. But nope, they just hit that person. And then the other guy, I think, like, was freaked out because he got hit, and so his like foot went down on the accelerator because his car didn't just stop. He like gunned it and like fished all over the place and blew out all his tires. It was like, whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What was that guy doing?
I have no idea.
Did you stop or did you just keep going?
I kept going because I had that was at like 4 o'clock. I had an hour and a half drive because that happened right around my house. I had an hour and a half
This
drive
was
to get
at
to rehearsal.
7 o'clock, it says.
No, the clock on that is wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I had to be at rehearsal at 6. So if it was 7, I was screwed.
Yeah, but still, though, first this guy gets cut off, and then he gets hit.
Mm-hmm. A rough day for him.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, not fun. So total topic change.
Yeah.
Smooth transitions here. Yesterday, my mom, I think, is done with commenting on stuff on Facebook, and I was trying to tell her like, just don't talk to people on Facebook, because she came in and was talking with me about how someone posted. I'm not going to get into politics. I mean, we can, but someone posted something about the children at the border and everything that's going on with that, and my mom put her 2 cents in on Facebook and then was saying how she just got like attacked by all these people she doesn't even know, because she's commenting on someone else's post, so all that person's friends can see it. And then she was like, I couldn't deal with it. I deleted the post because everyone was like all up in arms. And I'm like, yeah, because social media is the worst place to try and have conversations about things, especially polarizing subjects. And it's like, I don't think I've scrolled through my Facebook feed in forever, because I just half of it is like ads or these dumb pages that I liked forever ago that now just post nothing but memes and ads, and then the other half are people, posting links to all these different things, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't have the time to care.
So she was getting yelled at by people on the internet.
Yeah, she was getting frustrated because she's like, they don't want to have a conversation. They just want to
Does
say
she
their
not know
opinion.
that's what the internet is?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I tried to explain it to her, and I'm like, yeah, nobody wants to have a conversation. They want to feel like the good guy and be like, hey, look at me supporting this cause, or hey, look at me, I'm informed, and it's, whatever your opinion or view is, that's what most of the internet is everyone looking for that self-gratification for being a good person or something. And there are a lot of people out there that help, but the vast majority, especially Facebook, is just people who, it's awful. So I was trying to explain to her. I was like, that's how people connect, is through Facebook, especially older people reconnecting with long lost friends and stuff. And I'm like, that's fine, that's great to do, but just try not to dive into the sea of, I don't know, awfulness that is people and their opinions on there.
Yeah, you don't try and have a calm, cool discussion in the comments on Facebook.
You can't. I mean, I used to try and do that when I was like, I don't know, 15 or 16, and Facebook was kind of new, and people would comment stuff, and I can remember a couple times getting into it with different people about stuff, and I got in trouble a few times for that, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Just not gonna comment anymore.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No. Okay, cool story.
I'm just reading what else you wrote down in here. I didn't see them earlier.
Oh, no, I just threw a bunch of random stuff in there.
And we talked about one of them?
Yeah. Well, 2 of them now. 3 of them. Yeah.
Really?
We talked about the Facebook
politics. Oh, I didn't even see that. That's a separate comment down there.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Okay. Messages 4 minutes apart. Okay, so we're good.
We're good. We're killing it.
So,
so big news. Yeah. Big news. Weed is legal in Canada? Almost. October 17th, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so they passed it. It's going to be legalized in Canada.
Yep.
And so thoughts and opinions on that, being a Canadian?
I don't know. I've never done illegal weeds before, and
you've never done legal weeds?
Illegal weeds. Never done them. It's been illegal, so you can't do
Yes, you've
it.
never touched it. That's right. Yeah.
What?
Said yeah, you've never touched it.
No, it's been
Well,
illegal. So why would I do something illegal?
true. Good point. So you're excited then?
Oh, of course. It's gonna be legal, so can
So you're gonna
legally
try it
do
for the
it.
very first time? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Same with all
great.
these other people.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna try it for the first time and
It's gonna be yeah. No idea what to expect.
and yeah, try marijuanas. Yeah.
Try the marijuanas.
October
Yeah.
17th, it's gonna be lit up.
Mm-hmm. It's literally gonna be lit.
No, but legit, yeah, October 17th though. It's the
Yeah.
whole country. It's gonna be completely legal recreational use. So,
Yeah. Which is
um,
cool because y'all have really good snack food too. Y'all have the most amazing chips, and it frustrates me to no end how Canada has all the cool chips and America doesn't, and it sucks.
oh, like the
Yeah.
ones I sent you the other day.
Yeah. Wait, what were those things?
They were
What?
like grilled steak, but they were
Oh my
blue.
gosh.
Yeah,
That's just grilled steak chips.
yeah,
Oh man. Like every time I go and visit you in Canada, I eat like crap, but it's because you have like just amazing junk food. Just
yeah,
it's incredible, and poutine. So yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Like
no, it's
all dressed
like
chips, ketchup chips, grilled steak chips,
yeah,
poutine.
it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So yeah, getting high, do it in Canada. That's the place to do it,
Yeah,
and you can do it legally. October 17th. I might have to definitely come visit and try it for my first time too.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Pretty sure we've talked about this before, but
because I am a law-abiding citizen as well.
border agents don't be listening to this.
Well, it'll be legal, and I'll be doing it in the country. I won't bring any back. Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if I could bring it in. Do you think then I could just bring
No,
it? No, they
probably
wouldn't.
not.
They'd probably still snag you.
I would not go to the border with pot.
No, I wouldn't try that either. I went once. I got through with. I was about to say I got through with alcohol one time. Like ooh, but that's not a problem usually. I don't
You
think.
just gotta usually pay like duty or taxes on it.
I didn't even have to do that.
Did they ask you if you had any?
Yeah, he
Really?
asked, and I told him. I didn't have a lot. I think I had. I forget when that was. It was a couple of years ago, and I had I don't know half a bottle of vodka or something, and then a couple of bottles of something, like I don't know, like Mike's Hard. It wasn't Mike's Hard, but that's essentially what it was.
Maybe it's
And
just a certain amount.
yeah, it wasn't a lot. And he's like, "Do you have any?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've got some alcohol." And he's like, "Where is it?" And I'm like, "It's in the trunk." And I had popped the trunk, and he looked at it and was like, "All right, now you're good." And I was like, "Cool."
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
don't know those rules. I still wouldn't go to the border with pot though.
Yeah, I don't know the rule. Oh my gosh, the one when I came up with Rachel, my first girlfriend, she she tried to cross the border with pepper spray
Yeah, I
because
remember
she had one of those keychain pepper spray things and forgot about it until we got to the border, and the guy was like, "Do you have any weapons or anything?" And then it hit me. I was like, "Oh, you have pepper spray on your keychain?" And she's like, "Oh, I do." And I was like, "Yeah, we actually she has pepper spray." And so he's like, "All right." So we just had to like pull over and take it inside, and they confiscated it, and we had to fill out some paperwork, and it was fine. But it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, don't try and cross the border with bad stuff, guys.
that. Yeah. I was just looking. You're going to be able to. You'll be able to have a maximum of 1 ounce on you at any time,
That's a lot.
and you'll be able to grow up to 4 plants per residence.
Dang,
Yeah. So
you gonna grow some?
you can
You
carry
trying
an
to do
ounce of weed on you at any time, which is yeah, that's a lot of weed to
Yeah.
carry. And yeah,
Dang, baller.
be able to buy it from the store and
That's the craziest part. Is that you're
yeah,
just gonna be able to walk down to the store and buy it. It's like, yeah, let's go down to the pick
go
up
down
some
to the
I don't know,
drugstore.
another drugstore and pick up some little drugs.
Yeah, hey, Canada's making moves.
Yeah, they are.
Although the
Freaking
prime minister, he he basically like promised that it'd be legal by this year, and then it was supposed to be by July 1st,
Oh,
but that didn't really work out. But
no.
it's still
It's pretty close, yeah. For a politician making a promise, he pulled
he
it off.
that's a pretty big promise to make. But yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah. Are his
Yep.
okay? So, random side note: are his eyebrows fake?
No.
I've been seeing this on the internet. Is that just like a meme or something? That
Probably.
he has fake eyebrows? I don't. Yeah, I saw it in passing once or twice on Reddit or something, and I was just kind of like, "What? His eyebrows are fake?" Okay, so yeah,
I don't think so.
okay. One of those random things you see, and you just like, I don't have time to look into this, but that's be weird if it was.
Yeah. No, I do not believe so.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't mute it. I thought I muted it, but I didn't.
the
So,
mic.
yeah.
Oh,
Clearly, if you can hear me, I did not.
yes, I can hear you. So another thing that I've started doing recently that has really been actually kind of incredible is intermittent fasting.
Oh,
Which,
weird.
yeah, it's been. I had no idea what this was because all this year I've been trying to lose more weight and diet and do these different things, and nothing has worked. I don't for whatever reason this it's been really hard because I lost 100 pounds, and I don't remember exactly how I did it. I know I just changed how I was eating and I ate, air quotes right. Uh, and now I'm trying to like lose the final like 30 pounds or whatever to get to looking super good. And I have not been able to. I've done all these different diets, tried all these different things, counting macros, keto, and all these different things, and nothing has worked. And then I finally came across intermittent fasting, and I just paired that with intuitive eating, and it's been working really well because it's cool because it's like I only eat between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and I pretty much eat whatever I want. Now I don't like pig out and eat like pizza and burgers for 8 hours. I eat healthy stuff, and then I end up pretty much just eating twice now in those 2 hours. Like I'll eat breakfast, and then I'll go to the gym, and I'll have my post-workout protein shake, which is just like almond milk and protein powder. And then I'm usually busy, so I can't really. I'll have like some fruit or something, and then I'll have dinner, and then that's it. And I don't really get hungry till like 11 o'clock at night anyway. And then at that point, it's like, well, I'll just go to bed. And then I wake up the next morning, and I'm hungry until breakfast, but it's not debilitating. Like I haven't had anything this morning. I was up at 7:30. It's now 9:45. I feel fine. So it's this really cool thing that I didn't know was a thing. And now it's also cool because I can like really pig out about once a week. Like for Father's Day, we went to this Indian buffet because my dad loves Indian food and he's vegetarian. I had 4 platefuls. I mean, it was an obnoxious amount of food. But that was the only thing I ate that day. Like I didn't have breakfast. We went to lunch, ate 4 ridiculous sized portions of this incredible Indian food. It was so tasty. And then I didn't eat again until like Monday afternoon. And I was full that whole time. So,
Honestly, that's kind of what I do, but I don't do it because of that.
yeah, and that's the crazy thing is in the past you've told me how you eat, and I'm like, man, how do you do that? That's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. I have to eat like every hour. And then I
Yeah.
realized, no, I'm just a fat ass. And now you like, and it's one of those things where so many other people make sense, and it's been this big part about learning about what healthy eating actually is and how the body really works instead of all these misconceptions I've had for so long.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So all those times that you said I'm crazy and stupid,
you're not.
really, I'm not.
You were ahead of the game.
Yes.
I should have been doing what
Like
you're doing.
3 years ahead of you, 4 years ahead of. Legit
Yeah.
though, that's really what I've been doing since as long as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like eating breakfast. So
Yeah.
like I don't like getting up and just eating. And then it's like you go to work and like my work, they have like snacks and food there that we can have and whatever. So I just end up eating there if I want to. And then
Yeah.
yeah, I'll have lunch and then maybe have like a snack or something at work and then come home, maybe have some dinner and then done eating for the night until the next day when I redo it all over again.
Eat again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's because I'd always heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and you need to
Yeah.
have that. And so I would always get up for the longest time, especially the past couple of years. I would wake up and eat instantly.
Yeah, I
I
know
was
that.
yeah. Like I was eating within 15 minutes of waking up, and now again, like I said, I got up at 7:30, haven't eaten anything yet, and so it's like now I wake up and it's like, yeah, I'm hungry, I could eat, but I know I'm not gonna die if I don't eat. You know?
Yeah, all those times you told me I was gonna die.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
you're gonna die if you don't eat. Whatever. 4 years
yeah.
later, still not dead, still not
Still,
eating.
still kicking it. Still not. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like now it even it makes eating, I guess, more fun. Like, because for the first part of this year, like I said, I was counting calories and counting macros, and I was so hardcore into that. I was tracking everything I ate. I was weighing my food, which works for a lot of people, but I'm not trying to get like, bodybuilder show ready to be Mr. Olympia. I'm just Joe Schmo who wants to look good for the movies, which is kind of frustrating, but at the same time, sex sells, so being hot is a plus for my career, so it's one of those things that I kind of have to do. And it was like, it was cool for like the first month and a half doing like meal prepping and counting calories and all this stuff because I was learning a lot, and then it just became this unbelievable pain in the butt to do all the time.
Yeah.
Like my meal prep now is I bought like
Just buy
steam
stuff
in.
you want to eat.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
like I go out to eat a lot more now. One, because I'm super busy and don't have time to meal prep, and two, because food's good.
Geez,
But
like, remember the last time you were here? You wouldn't even eat stuff,
I
and you
know
never
I
wanted to
wouldn't.
go out.
Yeah,
And
no,
then it's
next.
like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no. Now it's like that. Like Saturday is my one day off. Because for rehearsals for the show, it's a professional show. We have rehearsals pretty much every day. We'll get like maybe one day off a week. So like we got Father's Day off. Now we're having Saturday off. And I told my sister, I was like, hey, Saturday, I've been craving sushi. Let's go to that all-you-can-eat sushi buffet. And so that's all I'm gonna eat on Saturday. But I'm gonna have like 50 pieces of sushi. You know.
Yeah, I remember when we went there last time, and you didn't eat
Oh,
anything.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, next time I come up, better believe, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
so much good food. It's gonna
Yeah.
be great.
It was like, what,
Yeah.
$30 a person, and you ate like maybe $3 worth of food?
Oh, come on. It was not that.
Okay, maybe like six.
Yeah. I'll make up for it.
uh, you better. Now that I know. Now that
Yeah.
I know. Yep.
Yeah. Now that eating is just, and well, back to what I was saying, like my meal prep now is I'll buy those like portion sized or two portion sized like microwavable veggies that they like steam in the bag and you just throw them in the microwave for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll do that, and then like frozen turkey patties, like turkey burger patties that are just ground turkey. Like if I'm home and I need something to eat that's healthy and quick, I do that. But if I'm out, I pretty much just eat whatever. Like I
Back to
know
your old days, eh?
pretty much. I'm so looking forward to today because I already know what I'm gonna do today. Is I have an audition to tape, so I'm gonna go tape an audition, and then I'm gonna run to the gym real quick because then I have to get back down to where this rehearsal is, and it's freaking Friday, and traffic is gonna be a pain in the butt. So I want to get down there as soon as possible. But once I get down there, the rehearsal space is in like this historic town, like it's little historic Noonan, so it's South Georgia town. And I was walking around there the other day, and I was like, they have some cool looking restaurants here. So I'm going to go to one of those restaurants today for dinner and just, I don't know, I'm going to get something really tasty. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it.
The good old days of being able to eat whatever you want again.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
like when I used to come up there like and we would just game all the time. I remember I think it was the first time I came up, or no, it was the second time I came up, your parents had learned that I liked Coke, and that's what I drank.
Yeah.
And so they like bought me like a 30 pack of Coke or something and just stuck it in the fridge down there for us.
Yeah.
And I had way too much Coke.
Yeah.
I also drink Diet Coke now, which is something I used to give people crap about all the time. I was like, no, Diet Coke's terrible for you. It's awful. It's the worst thing in the world. It's just chemicals and blah, blah, blah. And then I learned it's not that bad for you, everything in moderation. And so now I will go to Costco and I'll buy like a 30 pack of Diet Coke. Now it takes me, a month and a half to get through all that. but it's one of those things where if I want something a little sweet, I'm craving something, but I don't want all the sugar. It's like, yeah. And whenever I go out to restaurants now, I'll get a Diet Coke.
Weird.
Yeah. And the
Do you ever
amount of
feel like you were an asshole when it comes to that stuff from before?
I used to be. Like, I look back
Yeah.
and now I'm like, man, because I was, well, you have to think about it from the mentality of I used to be fat and I fixed that, but then I also kind of like way overcorrected,
Yeah.
I guess you could say. And I became like, I focused way too much on certain aspects of health and fitness. And I was like, these are the holy grail of everything healthy. And everyone who doesn't do these three things, you're going to kill yourself and you're a terrible person. And I am so much better than you. And now it's just been this long process of figuring out, nope, I'm not that great. I was doing things really wrong and being psychotic about a lot of stuff. So now,
Well, at least you know that now.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
better now. Yeah, I've been
You're
watching
better
this,
now.
I'm better now. Yeah, I've been watching this guy on YouTube called Jeff Nippard, and he's one of those fitness YouTubers, but he's like a what's it called? An all natural bodybuilder. So he doesn't take steroids. He just does everything naturally. But he talks about the science behind health and fitness and nutrition, and he has these super informational videos on why things are healthy or why things aren't, and how your muscles work and all this stuff. And I've learned a lot watching his videos because he talks about like the science behind it and why things are that way. And he's watching his videos has really helped me understand, has kind of brought me to where I am now, like understanding I don't have to be weird and crazy about how I eat. Like I can just be a normal person again, which has been really nice.
Yeah, but it'll be nice for other people too who
Yeah, I
yeah.
won't. Yeah, I won't be shitting on people for their choices. I can just feel like, yeah, right on, nice.
Although it never should have been like that, but
Yeah,
you
I
know.
know. Everyone makes
No.
mistakes.
No,
It's
that's
just,
good though.
yeah,
Yeah, it's well, yeah, YouTube though. You getting back into that?
I am. I'm getting back into vlogging. I recorded some stuff yesterday and a bit today. Um, so and I'm just gonna do, because I don't have the time to do like daily vlogs. Also, my life's not that interesting. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
record. I'm gonna record stuff for like a week, and then like on my days off or whatever, especially during the show, I'll sit down. I'll comb through all the footage. I'll put together a video of interesting things that I did over the past week and upload that, and that'll be like the vlog. Because I've been missing that creative outlet of YouTube and having fun and doing stuff like that. Just messing around making videos like I used to do. I don't because
I
I
know.
got yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. It
Those
was
are
a
the
lot
good
of
old
fun.
days.
So I'm
Just
gonna start
always
doing
like,
that again.
remember? Oh boy.
What?
Remember the whole Candy Crush thing?
Oh my god.
Uh,
Yes. My Candy Crush Let's Play.
yeah.
Yeah, I used to just make dumb videos like that, and I loved it. And then I don't know what happened. I got super self-conscious about so many things, and I don't know why. And I stopped making
I know
dumb.
what happened, but I'm not going to say anything. I
Oh
just
no,
don't
I'm
want to
really
say
confused.
anything.
Okay, okay.
For
I,
your
I,
sake. For your
Thank
sake.
you. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I still am, and I'm trying to. It's one of those things I'm trying to fix is like not being so self-conscious and so worried about what people think of me.
Need to
And
not give a shit.
I know, and it's hard, but
It's honestly, it's really not that hard. I know, like people say, like, "Oh, yeah, it's so easy to say it's not so," but it's really not that hard. If you
yeah,
do not give a shit what people think about you, it really is not that hard.
yeah. I mean, once you get there, it's not that bad, but
No, I realize like it's real because like I never really just got there though.
hmm
I never really got there, and then it was just kind of like, why do I care? Like either A, I'm never gonna see these people again, or B, like if I see them again, I don't know them. They don't know me. It's just gonna kind of be
yeah.
like whatever. Oh, there's that guy that I've seen before. Okay, well he's
Oh
gone now.
yeah.
Like
hmm
whatever. I don't care anymore. It's just kind
Yeah,
of whatever. People are gonna laugh and like they're gonna make fun of you regardless of what you're doing. If you're just standing on the street
that's true.
minding your own business, just standing there like waiting to cross the street, they're still gonna probably look at you and be like, "Oh, look at that idiot right there."
Yeah.
You know? So like, if you put a camera, carrying a camera around in front of you, what difference is that from you just standing on the side of the street being like,
Yeah.
no, yeah, I
Not
don't know.
yeah. So it's like today. Like I said, I have this audition, and then I want to go eat some really good food. I'm gonna vlog it. Gonna
You're
do
gonna
it.
do it by
Um,
yourself?
yeah. I'm just gonna vlog out in public and hopefully not freak out. Because I was gonna do it yesterday, but I got down to rehearsal a little bit later, and I thought I was gonna get there, so I spent like the 20 minutes I had going over music and stuff. But today, hopefully, I can.
I
Because I
mean,
get
like, if you're gonna be doing movies and whatever type of acting,
yeah.
you're gonna
That's the
need
other thing.
to,
It's like
yeah, you're gonna
yeah.
need to not give a shit about anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be
You're
able
gonna
to
do some
just
stupid things
a lot of stupid things.
that it's gonna be like, oh, I remember that guy. He did that. Like, whatever.
Yeah, and that's been one of those major disconnects I've had for so long now that I'm really trying to figure out why. Because it's like, if you put me in front of a camera, like in an acting situation, like somebody else is running the camera, and it's like either in class or it's a commercial or whatever. Put me in front of the camera, I'll do whatever. I'm totally fine with it. But if I put myself in front of a camera, and all of a sudden it's weird or it's different, or if there's no camera and I'm just chilling, like I shut down for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know why. Like I didn't used to be that way, but now,
No, not really.
yeah. So
Like I remember all those times when you were here, and then you would just be like pulling out the camera, being like, "Oh, hey, blah 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 blah." You
yeah.
didn't care at all.
Is it
And
because I
then
lost weight? Do you think I
maybe
lost? Do you think I lost? I think it might be because I lost all the weight and I got more self-conscious. Because now it's like, well, now I'm not. I don't know. But yeah, I
I
can
don't know, like
remember.
this. What was it? The second or third time you came up,
Yeah,
we were out, and you just like pulled the camera out, and you didn't care at all.
yeah,
And that was before you like
yeah.
lost a crazy amount.
I was still fat.
No,
Yeah,
but you didn't care then, and then yeah, it was just
yeah.
I
I would
don't
just
know.
do it. Yeah,
Yeah. Like
I'm gonna get back
honestly,
to it.
we would be out at like the mall or something, and then you would just pull your camera out,
Mm-hmm.
not giving a shit about whatever.
Yeah.
People around looking at you. Oh, look at that guy. Who cares?
All right, screw it. Here we go. I'm getting back to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hold me to it. Here we go.
I'll message you later today, and you'll be like, "Yeah, I got too ashamed at the restaurant there. I was eating too much."
I'll screw that. I'm gonna pig out at this restaurant. But
See,
yeah.
just put the camera in front of you and just mow down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna do it.
And then some like casting director sees that in like 10 years and be like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't want that guy."
This reminds me. I was in the gym probably. It was earlier this year, 3 or 4 months ago. There were 3 people in there. Each one of them had a camera. They were like vloggers. I guess they were doing YouTube or something. Each one of them had a camera with a tripod, and they were like, in there filming stuff and filming their workout. And they were just like 3 average-looking people. And I was like, why can't I do that? Why can't I?
They didn't give a shit, did they?
They didn't.
No.
They had tripods and mics and everything, just like in the gym filming their workout. I'm like, why can't I do that? I can do that.
You can.
That's the takeaway. I totally can.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you should.
I will. I'm into it.
Well,
And
you need to get like one of those. Well, are you still using that other camera, the little digital camera from before?
I'm using my phone now because this other little camera only has one battery, and so it dies after about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And my phone has a lot more storage space and can. Quality's not great. The sound's not amazing, but it's good enough for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's something you can invest in then.
Mm-hmm. I need one of those. What do all the vloggers have? The Canon, whatever it is.
Like the G7X or something like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's, yeah, the Canon G7X
Yeah.
one.
I need
Little flip up screen one.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
need. One of the ones with the screen. Canon
Yeah.
G7.
I think it's G7X, yeah.
PowerShot G7X Canon. But yeah, having something like that would be nice.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Is it that one though? The G7X?
It's a $700 camera.
Well, yeah, because
looks-
they don't care
yeah.
about money.
It looks like a teeny tiny little camera, but it's like, oh, seven. Oh my gosh. I think the one I have now is it's a it's a Canon. It's a Canon PowerShot, but I think it was like $100 when I bought it 5 years ago, and it was a good little camera. But yeah, this thing has a flip up screen. Dang.
There's some on Amazon with flip up screens that are like
Yeah,
decent prices.
that's one of those things I'll have to look into. One of the
There you go.
investments I'll need to make.
You gotta
Yeah.
spend money to make money, right?
Yeah, exactly. You got to do it. That's, I like. I got super busy with the show, rehearsals every day, and as soon as rehearsals started, like the auditions have started flooding in. I've had 5 auditions in the past 2 weeks, and I can't do any of them. Like it's just because I don't have the availability. Like I got a call back for a TV show, and they were like, "Hey, your client has been placed on the list." I got an email. It's like, you've been placed on the list to be booked from tape, which is really cool because now I don't have to go to callbacks. They're like, "You did great. We might just book you from your first audition. What's your availability?" And I sent my availability to my agent, and she wrote back and she was like, because I only had availability for 2 of the 6 days they were asking for. And she's like, that availability means you're pretty much guaranteed to not get the role. I was like, yeah, but I don't have any other availability. Like those are show dates. I can't fudge on a show date. I have to be there for the show. And so it's been a lot of stuff like that where I'm auditioning for things and I know I'm not going to get the part because I don't have the availability. Like I auditioned for a movie yesterday that films in July. I have shows all throughout July. I have zero availability. So yeah, I could be perfect for the role and they're going to look at it and be like, well, he's the bit part. We can replace him with whoever who has more availability. So, but you still go and do the audition.
Yeah.
Yeah, turning down auditions is like really frowned upon. Cause like today I have a commercial audition. It films next week. I have rehearsals all next week. I can't go and do this commercial, but still you go and do the audition. So that's life.
Yeah, remember a year ago and you were all like, "Oh yeah, this isn't working out. I'm never gonna get anything."
Yeah.
And now you can't even manage.
And now I just don't have the time to do all the
Yeah.
things that are happening. Yeah.
See?
It's great. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, it's crazy how much it's turned around in just, a matter of weeks, really. Like, I had a part-time job earlier this year working at a gym, and like right after I got that job, I got this part in this musical for this summer, and I told them, hey, I'm gonna have to leave in about a month and a half because I'll have rehearsals every day. And the owner was like, well, what are you going to do after the show? Do you think you could come back and work after the show? And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing after the show. But now I know what I'm doing after this musical. I'm going and doing another one in Ohio. It's an out-of-state thing. I'm getting, they're going to put me up in housing. They're going to pay for my travel. They're going to pay me while I'm there. And it's like, it's the next step. It's something I didn't think would be possible for me to do. It's one of those, it's like, oh man, that's the dream. But now it's happening,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy.
I try to tell you this stuff, but you don't listen to me.
It's because I have no self-confidence. I doubt myself.
I
Don't
know, but like,
Yeah.
maybe that whole friggin' like 8 months or 9 months or however long of bull,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's like, okay, maybe
It
I'll
was-
change your friggin' opinion on stuff now.
Yeah. It was needed. Like, yeah. It was... Like, I fully understand people who are like, you can't see what's the expression? You can't see the forest through the trees. Like, you're so bogged down in everything that's going on. But, that's the wrong expression. What is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Where, like, things are going to get good eventually, and all that sappy stuff people always tell you when you're feeling down and going through crap, but then you come out the other side and it's like, oh yeah, things do get better, and going through all that tough crap actually was useful, and I've learned a lot, and now I'm better because of it. Sucks to go through, but then you get to the other side and you're like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of good.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure right from the beginning, when you told me you wanted to do all this stuff, and it's like, oh, hey, yeah, you should do that, and then you're like, no, I suck at it, I'm never gonna go anywhere with it. I'm just gonna give up and go work at Chick-fil-A the rest of my life.
Oh
And I'm
my
like, no, you should do it. And then you go and do it, and then some bullshit happens, and then it's like, oh hey, it's actually happening.
God. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't think like I'm that bad of a person.
No, you're a great person. Yeah. You've been
I
one of
think
those.
I think next week or 2 weeks from now, whenever we happen to do it next, we should go through everything now.
Yeah.
We've led up to it, and now
Yeah.
it's just kind of like,
Break it all down and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because like I said, I don't. Uh, yeah, just
Yeah.
some of those things that were said, whenever it was, and it's like,
Yeah.
did you
Yeah.
really mean those, or was it kind of just
No.
like,
You get emotions can really mess with you.
Yeah.
I did not realize how off base you can get, especially if you're not. And that's another thing I've been really trying to do is really set my, what's the word, priorities and morals and everything, and not deviate from that based on how I'm feeling that day. So
yeah? Because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you, out of all people, should know. Like, I will tell you what's good for you.
yeah,
not not like, oh, okay, that's what I want and
hmm
you should do this so I'm good. It's
yeah,
no, I'm just going to tell you. Like, I mean you in general, like you
yeah,
specifically, not in general.
hmm
It's like I mean that for you.
yeah,
It's you're a son
yeah.
of a bitch.
I know, I know. Yeah.
Ugh, it pisses me off still.
But we're
Because
past all that.
well, clearly not.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I mean, come on.
yeah.
Really? Not just going to be past it, but
I know. Yeah.
until it's all
I
put
mean,
out there and
hmm Yeah.
but
Talk through it and everything. Yeah.
whatever. We are. It's done, it's over with, and
hmm
yeah. So
Yeah.
that'll be next time.
That'll be the next one.
So why don't we end it on that then?
Great note to end it on.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching or listening or however we say that. Because I guess you can watch it, but there's no visuals. It's just listening. So thank you for listening.
Do a cartoon for 53 minutes. Make one
It's too much work.
with all the time that you have.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All my free time right now.
Yeah, but
All right.
yeah. So
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back. Fingers crossed next week. Maybe not. It might be the week after. Who knows?
for the tell all.
The tell-all episode.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and it's going to be a doozy.
Gonna be bad.
Probably not, but
I mean, we'll clarify things, but of course, you
yeah.
you don't dump all your dirty laundry, but you can talk through things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that'll be
It'll be
next
good.
time.
Alrighty.
Next time. Whether that's next week or next
Next
month.
week or the week after. All right. Go ahead and end it. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll talk to you later.
See ya.